Hello, everybody. Today I would like to talk about apps. So, there was this thing that happened when the iPhone came out. There's an app for that, right? There's an app for everything. And many of these apps these days, most of the ones that people use the most are just a website. So, like Uber, Facebook, like Twitter, like all of these things are websites. And they don't really provide any functionality that the website doesn't. And if you try to use the app in browser, many of them work totally fine, like in your mobile browser or whatever, or on your desktop browser if you're an old person like me. And I don't. It's so frustrating to me that these are pushed so hard that every website, when you try to log into it on inside of a browser, it's like, you need to do this in the app or whatever. I really like. It just makes me crazy a little bit. And there was like, if I can draw a parallel, there was the I don't remember it really, but there was a .com boom where every company was like, "Oh, we have a website now," and eventually, like the sort of investment that people put into it or whatever didn't really line up with the productivity results expected, and then that produced like the .com boom, um, .com pop, I think, the bubble popping. Anyway, I feel like I don't know. The same. It's like the same strategy has been used for apps these days, where there once again is nothing functionally gained by having a service be done through an app instead of their website, especially if it's the same web service and it's the same everything. But um, the one difference is that they can add push notifications where the website can't do that. So the only difference, it's not even more convenient in my mind. Like, I use all of my web services through the browser, even on the phone, basically. There's some stuff that it forces me to use the app for, and I hate them for it. Um, but I don't know. I feel like that there's this huge dissonance with the way that people see uh, phone notifications. If back in the day, back in the mid 2000s, websites were really there were a lot of websites that were really notorious for having pop-up ads. Pop-up ads were really terrible. They were really infuriating, and largely through the efforts of web developers, security people, web browser developers, they are a thing of the past, and that is really wonderful. Except maybe with the exception of Steam. I think that the Steam popping up the little ads for you whenever you open it, I hate that. But then, like, app notifications are ubiquitous. Everybody always deals with, dozens, maybe dozens a day. I don't really know. I try to, like, silence all the ones that I can. But people don't really see them the same way, and I see them the same way. I think that there's a really clear through line there of advertising, engagement or some other service through just popping up a thing in your face that you can't ignore and you need to, like, manually dismiss. Um, and it's just really frustrating. There's such a dissonance there. Nobody talks about it this way. I'm the one sane person who talks about it this way. So, I don't really know where to go from here with the rant, but yeah, basically, like, I don't want to. I don't. Most of the apps don't do anything that the website doesn't. Don't make me download. Like, don't tell me to download the app because your app is just going to advertise to me. Stop it, please. Good golly gosh. Alright, thank you for listening, everybody. Have a great night.